Hey guys, welcome to the 2 a.m. pipe on the patio. Maybe changing the name of the channel to 320 pipe on the patio here if this keeps going. But today I'm smoking my 320 Venezia that I got from Mo Piping in a trade. This was my first 320. This is the one that started the addiction. Mo is Teresa's the enabler on this one. And in it, I'm smoking Prince Albert, and I'll tell you why in a few minutes here, why I'm smoking Prince Albert today. There's a couple reasons for that, but today I've been, yesterday and today, Zach, the four-eyed piper, and I have been messaging back and forth. Talking about the journey, the little pieces that add up to your life, and you know, all the little things that have to happen in your journey to get to where you are now. And I was talking about Old Pete. And Old Pete, I mentioned Old Pete a couple of videos ago. He's the guy that took me under his wing and taught me how to do things right, or the way he said were right. Not necessarily the only way or the only right way, but that's how he taught me how to do it. And I have continued to do that for 25 years. I just do it Pete's way. And when I was messaging back and forth with Zach, I mentioned what a gift it was that Pete had given me by teaching me how to have a pleasurable smoke and getting me on my way to smoking a pipe and enjoying it. And because of what Pete did 25 years ago, I'm here today. I'm talking to you guys here today. I have people I've never met in person that I consider friends and family. And that's a huge gift I was given. I mean, to have people, you know, I don't want to mention all the names. I'll forget people if I start mentioning them off, but Steve, the Cal Delta Piper, Old Pops, Corvette Jim, Ben, the Artful Codger, Mel Harris, the Smoking Rooster. It goes on. I could go an entire video just mentioning the names of the people, and those aren't by any means the extent of it. But those guys all are I consider family. I consider them my family. And I know that sounds weird because I haven't met any of them, but they've been there for me when I needed them, and I've tried to be there for them when they needed me. And Eric, the blue collar pipe smoker, is another one. And you know, he's going through a rough time right now, and you know, I've tried to be there for him, and because that's what friends and family do. They're there in the tough times. You know, friends will be there in the good times and some of the bad times, but true family's there always. And by Pete taking the time to take a relatively young pipe smoker and teaching me the ways that he had learned over his years of smoking a pipe, he brought me to here, to this day. And so this video is just kind of tribute, an homage, whatever you want to call it, to old Pete. He gave me the gift of a pleasurable smoke from the start. And sure, I've burnt my tongue, many times, but he taught me how to do it right, and I just had to do it right. There's a big difference between somebody teaching you the right way and you actually putting that into action. And Pete taught me the right way to smoke a pipe. Pete was this scrappy, wiry guy, man. He's just this little guy. And I probably am twice his size, and I would not have wanted to fight him. He was just that scrappy of a guy, and he was twice my age. And but he was one of the kindest, easygoing, willing to share guys that I've ever met, and when it came to smoking a pipe. And he wanted me to enjoy it as much as he did. And so today I'm just kind of remembering Pete, thanking him for the gift he's given to me of not only the ability to smoke a pipe and enjoy it, but to meet people and friends and have people across the world. Jean and Nathaniel, for instance, both. And those guys have touched me deeply, and I can't even begin to express the joy and the healing that I've gotten from those guys. Just watching their videos, especially the two of them together, was just, to me, it was joyful. It was a joyful thing to watch. It was just joyous. Their whole interaction was just joyful. What a great thing, man. I mean, think about that. They met. I don't think they knew each other before the YTPC. But just think about that, man. They went, a guy in Switzerland and a guy in Israel, Tiberias, meeting, and then on the internet like this, and then what had to happen in their lives to get them to that meeting. Think about that, Think about what Jean had, all the things Jean went through in his life, all the things Nathaniel went through in his, to get to that meeting that they had. So all the little pieces of the puzzle that, like I told Zach, life is just an imponderable, crazy quilt. And it's hard to imagine and think about all the things that had to fall into place to get here, where we are right this minute, wherever you are, wherever I am, where tons of things each day in our lives have to happen to get us to where we are. And that is a gift that I am forever thankful to Pete for. And the reason I'm smoking Prince Albert was because I got the Prince Albert from Zach, the blue-eyed pipe smoker. The four-eyed pipe smoker, I'm sorry. Mine's still not all here yet. But he sent me that Prince Albert. And what had to happen for that tobacco to wind up on my doorstep was a direct result of Pete starting me on this journey. So it's kind of like a full circle where we are, where I am right now. It's full circle because of Pete. He taught me to smoke. He gave me this gift of the friends I've made on YouTube. One of those friends sent me this tobacco, and I'm smoking it today. And all of that is because of what Pete did for me when I first started smoking. And people can make whatever they want out of this. I don't care. But Had it not been for Pete, I'd have never been on YouTube. You know, I don't think I ever would have been on YouTube doing a pipe channel. Never would have wound up with this pipe. I never would have met all the people I've met. And I wouldn't be talking to you guys. And for that, I am truly grateful to old Pete. Pete, wherever you are, man, I hope you got one of your dun hills and you got the best tobacco you've ever had in your life, my friend. All right, everybody, you guys have a good night. Think about your journey. Have a good night, and God bless each and every one of you guys.